Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, welcome to the Many a True Nerd 8th Anniversary Special. Oh, it is that time of the year again, and today I've got something very, very special for you, because, well, this time of year, it's traditional for me to get in the kitchen, and I am in the kitchen, but it's traditional for me to be cooking, and I'm not cooking because, okay, we just moved a few weeks back, and the plan was, what we were going to do was go outside, because we've got a bit of patio space now, and we were going to do a barbecue thing, but British summer's gonna British summer, and it was kind of raining the entire month of May, and now we're rapidly flitting between blazing sun and torrential downpours, so that's just not going to fly. Also, I've just noticed one of my eyes fell off. Claire told me I shouldn't have this surgery. She said I'd regret it. She said it wasn't a good idea, but I didn't listen, damn it, I just didn't listen. But okay, ignore the fact one of my eyes has just fallen off. What's the heart, the core, the soul of this entire endeavour? Why? It's breaking something that Claire loves. It's destroying and basically making Claire unhappy. That's why we get in the kitchen. It's cooking things, in a way, she'd disapprove of, with her equipment, which I then break. But, what could I break that Claire loves more than her beautiful sewing machine? So, here's what we're going to do today. We are going to make the ultimate gentleman's garment and, personal favourite of mine, a white linen shirt. So, to do that, apparently what I need is a pattern. Okay, so I went and got myself a pattern, and what I thought a pattern was like, it's a plan. I was expecting a single sheet of A4. It is not a single sheet of A4. It's this cooking bloody novel. Now, I'm not 100% sure how we've managed to squeeze making a shirt into this, because, okay, let me put it this way. If you're putting together a jigsaw, right, then if there's 1,000 pieces, that's quite hard. This doesn't have 1,000 pieces, it's got like 10 or something. So, a jigsaw with 10 pieces, that's for babies. And on top of that, I've got an instruction booklet telling me how to put those 10 pieces together. So, I've no idea how they've managed to pad this thing, but they have. So this is okay. We're going to knock together the shirt in like 15 minutes, move on to something a bit more complicated and interesting. So, okay, let's just start here. This is just going to be the warm-up. Okay, I've got good news and bad news. I've read the intro, and it says that this sewing pattern includes step-by-step instructions so that even idiots can sew it. They use the term beginners, but I assume they actually mean idiots. So that's good. The downside is, okay, because I've bought this sewing pattern from like a sewing company, Just Sew to be precise, I'll put a link in the description below in case you want to do what I'm about to do, but like, you know, better. It does specifically say I can't actually reproduce or transmit this pattern in any way, including printing or digital. So I can't actually show you the exact pattern because I'd be breaking. Okay, that's going to be interesting. Okay, I figured out why it's so big. It's because what I was expecting was an A4 sheet saying, hey, like, here's a bunch of stuff you measure out, and then you cut it out. But no, I'm supposed to literally, like, take all of, like, this, and, like, create a grid, and then, like, lay the linen on top of it, and it's going to show me where to cut with, like, those lines and stuff. So, okay, I'm not sure I've got a big enough table for this, but we're gonna give it a go. Okay, I can just fit it on the table with a censorship hedgehog over the top to make sure I don't break copyright, because apparently I'm not supposed to be transmitting the entire pattern, so I'm not. Censorship hedgehog, thank you for your service. So what we do, if I understand this correctly now, is like basically tracing. Okay, I'm gonna start here because this bit looks easier. I also don't know what it is, because this does not look like a shirt to me. So this might be like the collar or something. So, okay. All we do is we, like, cut over or trace over the top. So I'm just going to put down some linen over the top of this. You're supposed to, like, take these, by the way, but I'm just not going to, because I can't be asked. But it's fine, because if I just need to do this really, really gently, like. Alright, the problem we've got here is, even though linen is, you know, fairly transparent, I cannot for the life of me see which colour is which. And also the linen sort of it's pulling the design, so the actual design is now not entirely straight and like where it should be. So this is okay, hang on, I need to rethink this. Okay, the step-by-step instructions that claim to be for beginners so everyone knows what they're doing do in no way specify how you're supposed to do this cutting. Though I will say I am very excited for one reason. These are Claire's fabric scissors. Do you have any idea how many times I've been told I can't use these? And on the occasion, when I do, I get told off afterwards because I wasn't supposed to be using them. Well, for once I can use them because I'm using them to cut fabric, which is what they're actually for. But yeah, I can't see the difference between the lines. I can vaguely see... Hang on, what's that one? Hang on, that's... Oh, hang on, what's that one on the inside? Oh, hang on, why is there two... Hang on, Hang on, why there's two... Hang the flip on. The only instructions I have got are, and it's very vague, cut off the page margins where the symbol cut is indicated. That is on the exterior ones, so, gonna be honest, I have no idea what these interior ones are for. It says, oh, grain line. Linen doesn't have a grain line. Like, it's a mesh. There's no pattern. You could say it was like that. You could say it was like, yeah, it's squares. It goes either way. So, it's neither. It doesn't... Okay, well, I guess that would be diagonal. Okay. It doesn't matter. The grain line is either way. It's just like either that or that, but not that. Just not this, and we're golden. And now, no, we're cutting along this line. The problem is, yeah, there are coloured lines under here that corresponds to sizes. So, like, green is large, then the dark blue is double X large, and then, like, the red, which I think is that there, that's small. So, okay. The safest option is going to be going too big. Because if something's too small, it's useless. But if something's too big, it's still fine in summer. It's really bloody hot today. So I'm going to go for, like, the outside line. Because that's going to make life, like, way easier. There's also points where the material just sort of overlaps a bit. And I can't see it. And it's kind of like it's over here. It's over here-ish. Like, okay, this is another advantage to going large. And, oh, was that the interior of the... Okay, I've gone wrong immediately. That was the interior line, not the exterior line. And I don't have enough. This is why we do extra large. Because now it's okay. Because we're not too far off the... Okay, we can fix this in, like, hang on, where's the exterior line of the... It's over a... Wait, what the bloody hell is... What? Wait, what's black? Black is... What do you mean extra small? It's the biggest one. What is... Okay, I think I might... Okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. I see a blue line. I'm just gonna cut up here, and it's gonna be... If I just kind of go... It's like vaguely... It's somewhere around... Okay, I'm just gonna... If I cut roughly the right shape, we can fix it later. What I've done, you see, is I've marked where I'm supposed to be cutting, like, in the direction of, with a couple of very small black dots. Okay, so now we just cut over to here, right, and then just round the corner to here-ish. Again, we're kind of sticking pretty close to the external line. And this is piece number 1. I have no idea which bit of the shirt this is. Also, I just saw it said on the actual pattern, it said there. So the thing I've just cut out is the sleeve. I've no cocking clue how that's the sleeve, but that's the sleeve. Okay, this is where stuff gets complicated though, for the simple reason that we have now got a place to fold line. So, if I've understood this correctly, because this did come with a glossary, so it did explain some of the stuff, which is good. What it means is, I need to have a piece of fabric here, but the fabric needs to be folded over along this indicated line. So I'm not actually cutting out this, I'm cutting out this times 2. Because then I just don't... Wait, if I don't cut out the... I'm not very good at object permanence, but I think it's going to be like this, but like again. So like not just this, but like around a little bit. Like it's going to be a big thing with a semicircle cut out of it, I think. This conceptually is fine, because there is enough material left over in the bit I just did to do this. So just leave that right there, and that's fine. That's really good. The problem is now it's folded, it's even harder to bloody see through the damn thing. So not 100% sure how we're going to do that. Okay, I don't know how well you can see these, but I've drawn some little markers on with black pen. So if I just kind of now just start going up here, I know I'm going roughly up towards this corner. This here, this is where we take a right. Okay, we take a right over here, and we start going in this direction to here. And the pattern's moving, but now I don't care because it doesn't matter anymore. And then same deal on this side. This is just supposed to be a curve that gets me round to here-ish. And then we just go up, and we're done. So now if we pull that out, then what we should have here is... it's a thing with a semicircle in it. I did the thing! Okay, this one I was really proud of. I've just realised I was supposed to make 2 of them, but I've already sort of, you know, got rid of the pattern because I thought it was done. But that's fine, because, okay, creating 2 off the pattern is really hard. But creating 2 by simply creating 1 and then laying it on top of other fabric, then you can just sort of like, you know, cut around so you've got a matching piece. Well, that's going to mean the match is actually better. This is genius. The instructions didn't even say this. I'm optimizing sewing. You're welcome, sewing tube. Okay, next up, it's one of the babies, and I have got the perfect bit of material for this. Look at this. I've actually got a really long thin bit. Like, this was by accident. I am a natural at sewing. I just happened, by pure coincidence, to have created this massive long thin bit that's going to be absolutely perfect for precisely this. So, another nice easy one right over here. Just cut that. And then it sort of goes a bit like wibbly in this direction. Then it starts curling back in on itself for some reason. Alright, then it comes to here. And then we just sort of, I think it comes to a point. There's a point, right? I think there's a point. Then we just kind of come around to a point in this direction. And then we just like cut off. It might be a bit small. A bit small on the... which part was this again? Oh, this was the collar. I should have put extra space in the collar. I don't like a tight collar. And again, I need 2 of these because I don't know. This is some form of shirt for some weird 2-headed monster. So, like, I'm just gonna use this extra bit of spare fabric to do precisely the same thing. And to be honest, we might be able to neaten up the original while we're going. So, because yeah, there's a bunch of loose stuff on this. No, along here. So we're just gonna chop this. Right, just chop all of this right here. Right, it's gonna more or less match. And round to here, then you just turn it a bit. There we go, job done. I think I almost chopped my finger off there, so luckily we didn't do that. Right, 2 almost matching collar pieces. Ta-da! Okay, slight issue. We've come to the back at this point, and the thing is, what I did was I bought 3 strips of linen. But my strips of linen, as you can see here, are not actually that wide. The problem with this back, which I've just knocked the pattern around, but that's fine. The pattern calls for it to be folded. It calls for a fold, place to fold, right there. All right, and then the pattern goes way over here. I haven't got enough linen. Like, I literally have no way of orientating this, because if I turn it like this, then it's not tall enough. And if I turn it like this, then it's not going to be wide enough. So the back might have to be, the back's just going to have to be like as wide as we've got, because I've only got so much linen. Okay, this is literally just going to be too small. There's nothing I can do about it, because this is the only material I've got. The only alternative would be taking like 2 rolls and making this back piece out of 2 pieces and then sewing them together in a sew or a... what's the word for a sew? A seam? A hem? I don't know. There is a glossary over there. I should look that up. But this is all I've got. Because over here, there needs to be like a bit where it goes a little bit in. Just like a little bit. Just a little bit in. Okay? So we'll just create a little in bit right there. And right to the edge of the piece that's below. But we're just going to have to... oh, it's not... this is to the wire. This is probably... okay, so... this is going to be a medium. This is going to be a medium right here. The edges are going to be scruffy as anything. Right, yeah. This is... The back piece is going to be a medium. The rest of it's going to be extra, extra large. So we're going to have an extra large collar on a medium chest. Actually, I don't know what the chest is going to be. This is just the back. God only knows what the chest is going to be. That might be bigger. Also, looking at the plan now, I think I forgot to cut the bit where the arm's going to fit. So we're just going to do some post-surgery on that. If we put that back like about there, and then we consider... Oh yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just gonna add a bit. There we go. That's better. Now it's got the... Now it's got arms. Now it's got arms. Now it looks like it's supposed to on the plan. Okay, I stand a bit corrected here. The back was not the most complicated bit. The biggest bit is in fact the front. And I'm down to my last bit of linen. And I need to cut 2 of these. Now it says mirrored fabric. Doesn't explain what that means, but like I assume it needs to be one side then the other, logically, because there's going to be buttons and like a hole down the front. There's going to be like buttons there, like those rainbow bits. They're buttons. That's where buttons are. So I don't know if I've got enough material left. So that's going to be interesting. Okay, I've got sick of this stupid tracing thing, which probably isn't what I was supposed to be doing in the first place. Okay, so what I've done is I've just cut out the pattern from the pattern. So now I can lay the pattern, like, on top of it. Like, that's going to make way more sense. It's going to be way easier. Because I've just cut along the thing. This is probably what you're supposed to do anyway. But okay, I finally figured out what the right way to do it is, so I'm not just trying to, like, you know, trace or whatever. So now, okay, I've lost this bit. If you notice there's a missing bit right there. Yes, I lost that bit because I didn't really keep track of it when I was like stacking the thing on top of the other thing. So that's gone. But I think it just comes to like a point like there-ish. I can probably guess that bit, that's fine. I mean, if I just fold that and treat it like there's a fold at the bottom, that's really close. So, okay, it might be, well, okay, the back's a medium already. So it doesn't matter if the front's a medium, that's fine. Okay, yes, I'm gonna create a fold at the bottom and double cut this bit, which I'm not supposed to do, but then I'll just, like, snip it at the bottom and it's gonna be fine, right? So, does it fit? No. But is it close? Yes. If I just make the front medium, which I'm pretty bloody sure the back is, because I just didn't have enough material, then I could squeeze that bit at the top up there, where right now, yeah, the green line's well below. Okay, the front's gonna be medium, which is probably gonna match the back anyway. Okay, it still doesn't fit at the bottom. It's still gonna be shy, but it's gonna be pretty bloody close. It's only gonna be a bit short. It's gonna be fine. We can fix this somehow later. Right, so we got this. I need 2 of these mirrored. So now we just come down to the bottom here, and we just snip along the bottom. And you know what, if nothing else, this means I can be very confident, more or less along the bottom anyway, I can be very confident that the grain, if it's grain, that's gonna match, because these 2 are pairs. Okay, end result, let's you know, count them off here. Let's count them off while we're doing all of this. So, number 1, we have got ourselves front that side, and then we have got matching front the other side. So you need 2 of them, check. Step 2, the back. We have one back that the front attaches to form a round thing, because shirt. Step 3, we got ourselves collar times 2, presumably front and back. Step, I can't remember what step we're up to, we got these bits. According to the instructions, those are the yolks. There's 2 of them, we're golden. And step final, we have got the... John, why have you only got 1 sleeve? You obviously need 2 sleeves, John, well, presumably. I mean, you've got to need 2 sleeves, right? You can't... Yes, okay, I'm just going to cut an extra 1 of them. I should point out, by the way, the instructions did say, like, this whole time, 1, I was supposed to pre-wash the linen, because it might, like, shrink or something. And 2, I was supposed to be, like, ironing as I go. Oh, that's a bit of a messy cut. I haven't been doing either of those things. Because I assume it's fine, and that's just, like, you know, being needlessly overcautious. So, we haven't done any of that. Now all I need to do is attach it together. So, okay, I'll admit, this has taken me, like, hour and a half or something, but, now I've done this bit, that's basically like cutting out jigsaw pieces, which is tricky, alright, because as I understand from Claire, a jigsaw is a complicated tool which I'm not allowed to use because I'd cut my own hand off. So now I've actually cut out the 7 or so jigsaw pieces. I just need to put them together. And I even know what they are, apart from the yoke. I don't know what that is, but it's probably in the instructions. So now I just need to put them together. This has got to be the easy bit. So okay, 5 minutes, we're done. Okay, I've had a break, I've had some food, time's moved on, so sorry if the lighting's slightly different, but okay, now I just need to put it together, which as I say, should be easy. But, remember these instructions that specifically said, hey, this is going to be step by step so even beginners can do this. So, step 1 of the several bloody pages actually, quite a few pages, trim seam allowances from fusible interfacing and fuse to the wrong side of one collar following manufacturer's instructions on the package. There's quite a few words in that sentence, I do not know what they mean. Like, what I think might be the case here is, yeah, these are the bits I'm supposed to be cutting out, or like, you know, we're supposed to have already cut out. This might be the seam allowance, those inner lines, but the thing is, like, how am I supposed to know on the material how far that is? Because that's on the paper, it's not on the material. I don't know! And I have to trim that using fusible material. So, okay, Claire's given me this. This is fusible interfacing. So, okay, trim seam allowance from fusible interfacing, fuse to wrong side of collar. Okay, hang on. Hang on, make sure we've got things here. So, this here, this is one of the collars, alright? That's a collar, and the seam allowance is inside the collar. It's basically just a long bit that's just like there, okay? It's that. It's just that, but smaller. Like that, but leave a bit around the edge. So we need to... What we've got here is that's going to be bloody long enough, is it? Oh, never mind. Okay, so inside the thing, there's tons of it. Okay, it's not just like a bunch of pads. There's like an entire bloody roll. There are measurements for this, but screw it. I'm just going to basically cut like, I'm going to leave a bit. I'm just going to cut like this, and there's going to be a bit of a gap. It's going to be fine. Place the rough side of the fusible interface onto the back. Which is the... That's the rough side. Okay, it's backwards. Cover with a lightweight dry pressing cloth. I don't have that, so we're just going to be using spare linen because we've got plenty of it. Press and hold iron, medium pressure, 10 to 15 seconds. So we just got to go like squish, squish, squish. Job done. So now we just like press. Okay, we need this like 2. This is fine. So, oh, hang on, no, don't do that. Don't do that. There was supposed to be material between. Hang on, I need material. Oh, God, I remember this. Right, I've got lots of spare like cast off materials. I'm just going to put material which is just more linen actually over the top. So we're going to put that there. Right. Now we just put this here. Okay, so take this off, and this should now have adhered to that, which is completely not done. Right, so that's them done. Kind of creased that one. I forgot to straighten it out first. So, okay, that's in no way reinforced. So, that was pointless. So we'll just shove them over there. I can just go over there. That's fine. Okay. Neaten raw edges. Neaten raw edges of seams on front facing using a 3-thread serger stitch or a zigzag stitch. I mean, I could do that. Or I could just do it by hand. It's going to be faster. Like, yeah, you know what? Fine. There might be some slightly rough edges right here. I can sort that out. We'll just cut them off. We'll just chop them off right here. Like, yeah, I see those are a bit of a problem. But how about we just do this, and there we go. Problem cocking solved. I mean, really, I think my edges don't look too rough, so I think we could just, like, you know, deal with it. It's fine. We'll, like, hem it later. That's a word that exists in sewing. So, find the center of the... Oh, I think this might be the point where we start sewing things together. Great, I've been waiting for this. Right, this is my back piece, and, okay, I'm going to be honest, this could do with a tiny bit of a tidy up, which is fine, because if we just cut off all of the trash at the end, then there we go. Nobody needs to know. Marvellous, much better. And these two bits, which have got like the semicircle cut out of them, them's the yolks. Alright, so okay, we got them. So we got them together. So okay. find the center of the yolks and back piece by simply folding them in half and finger pressing lightly to leave a mark. Match up two centers and pin outside yoke piece to the shirt back right sides together. Wait, how on earth do you even read that sentence? Is that to the shirt back right sides together, or the shirt back right sides to... Oh, bloody hell. Add some Oxford commas, dear oh flippin' dear, and take it inside. Oh, okay, hang on. I need to go back to the start of this sentence. This is getting away from me here. Okay, I'm concerned that these are not supposed to be identical, because apparently I'm supposed to know which of these is the inside yoke piece and which is the outside, and I do not. And there's no way of knowing because they're identical. So in which case it doesn't matter, so that's fine. So, okay, what we do in that case is bits of string are just coming off this, by the way, which is probably fine. Okay, pin the outside yoke piece to the shirt, back, right side, no, right side. Okay, right side means the side of the shirt that's going to be facing outwards. No, that's, wait. Oh, bloody hell, sewing. Oh, okay, right. Come up with a system of right versus wrong when there's also a system of right versus left. You couldn't have come up with a single alternative way of phrasing in versus out, which is, you know, say one where you don't actually share one of the words with an alternative, very common dichotomy of positioning that you would also be using to bloody hell, you bloody idiots. There's a picture here. There's a picture. Which, okay, I'm just going to try and follow the picture, because the picture just seems to indicate it should look like this. So that's, okay, ignore the instructions, we're now just doing this from pictures. So, at this point, oh, but then it says stitch all through together. Oh, it might be time to stitch.
I mean, it's really wonderfully aligned.
Shut up, it's fine. It's not a problem. There's a thing here. Right, I need to slap the foot down. Alright, okay. Now what we're going to do is... Wait, where's the... Ow. Okay, I've just stabbed myself with a pin. So that's happened. We got that... Oh, I need to... Hang on, I need to... Out that way. I just need to make sure we're actually getting all of the seams I want to get before I start sewing. Because where's the... Where's the other one? Oh, it's way over here. The problem is the back is way too narrow because we didn't have enough material. So that's over here. We're going to do deep seams. Quite far in. For safety. So actually, we'll just sew within the pin. So that's fine. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to put my foot down on the accelerator. And no, I'm not. I'm going to put the foot down. Because there's a cooking thing called a foot here. And I've got my foot using a pedal. So that's just precisely what we need to do. Okay, so go. Stop. I'm going to pull this pin out just in case. Alright, and I'm controlling the accelerator right now. Okay, go. I'm going to give it a bit more gas. Do I need to give it a bit more gas? I don't even need to give it a bit more. Oh, this is going. Okay, I'm trying to pull it. Oh, no, I'm pulling one, but not. I feel like this is going off the... No, this is definitely... Okay, I'm going to try and pull the fabric a bit more in this direction. Gently. Okay, I feel like this is going... This is going... It's definitely, it's not straight. This is not a straight line, but I don't know how to correct it. I didn't ask Claire how to steer. This is fine. Okay, just get it done. Get it done. And we can also put it in reverse if I want to like reinforce a stitch, which apparently is good at the start. So then we get to here, right? Then we get to the end, and then just keep it going, and don't lose the thread. Use the scissors to now chop here, and that is sewing. It definitely wiggle. There's actually a wave in the middle there. It definitely waves. Also, I haven't bothered ironing it. So okay, next I'm supposed to trim the seam allowance to 3/8 of an inch. Which I think means I'm supposed to chop the leftover bit here. And that's going to make it all smooth and lovely anyway. Because I feel like we had too much of this anyway. So if I just chop this off right now. Now it looks like I did it right first time. Alright, that's page 1 completed of the instructions. So we're just roaring through this. So fold yolks upwards and press neatly. Roll the whole back piece and pin to keep out of the way. Okay, so now both of the yolks, they end up, yeah, because now we got the yolks now that were around the back. We now make them both raise up, right? Which we have. So yeah, we now got 2 yolks, both raised up. Now I'm supposed to press this, I can't be bothered, so I'm just gonna like brush it with my hands, okay? And then what we do is we roll the back piece and pin it to keep it out of the way. So okay, I mean if you mean literally like roll it up into a roll thing, yeah, sure, I'll do that. I'll roll it. I'll roll the whole damn thing now. So now we roll that. Now what we're gonna have is, don't know. We got this. We got this now. We got whatever this is. You know, I was really hoping that at some point this would start looking like a shirt, but no. Instead, we're gonna create a burrito, and we're just gonna sort of work from there. So this is gonna go over here. Now, these two pieces are presumably supposed to match. They don't, because I didn't bother measuring them correctly. But that's fine, because we could fix that now. Well, let's sort that out then. We're just going to make some slight adjustments on the fly here. So that now fits on that. That's now a perfect match. Huzzah. And now we're gonna pin that. If I could just find, there we go. I don't have that many pins. Okay, Claire doesn't own enough pins. This is gonna be a problem. So now we're gonna pin those now perfect matching things together into one beautiful thing. And I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side of my weird wrapped up shirt burrito. So yeah, ow! Okay, right, I just stabbed myself with another pin. There's a pin sticking up right there, which I just stabbed myself with, so that's good. Now, roll and pin front pieces to keep out of the way. Okay, I'm supposed to now also, yes, continue making a giant shirt burrito. So this bit now also gets rolled up. Okay, this now gets rolled up too. So this now gets rolled up and is supposed to be also pinned. Behold, a shirt! Okay, the only thing that makes any sense to stitch at this point is the yoke that's attached to the back should now be attached to the front bits are pinned it to. I've no idea why I didn't just do that in the first place instead of like creating a giant burrito. I mean, maybe it's only rolled up to make it like convenient to do this bit of sewing. That might be the case. So let's just sew. All right, if we just start tying stuff together, eventually it'll be a shirt. Now my concern is this is actually technically a corner. So I don't really know how I'm supposed to make it go round the corner. So okay, just feed it in. Feed it in. This is, again, I'm being a bit optimistic with the okay, but not that bit though. Okay, I need you to turn around this way. Oh, we dodged. Oh, we just about dodged it. Okay, then a bit more. Right, there we go. Got it through. And now stop, trim, job done. Right, so that's number one. We could probably, you could argue there's a bit of this is why we did extra large, except for the places where we couldn't, where instead we did extra small or smaller because we ran out of material. But it's fine. Okay, we're gonna do a better join on this one. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Hang on, where's the thing? There's a thing that lets me. There we go. Got it. Right, there's the thing here. Right. Okay, in we go. Foot down. There we go. Right, and now pedal to the metal. Okay, and I'm gonna do it better this time. I'm gonna go slow. Okay, slow, round the corner, and nice. Okay, and then just give it a bit of welly, and then where's my cooking? Go, come over it. There we go. Good. Right, that's all fine. It was a little bit loose. There we go. We fixed it. It's fine. Okay, so now, right, shove you out of the way. So that's now. There's a couple of seams at the top, and oh wait, what was that? What was that pin for? Does anyone know what this one was holding? Because I don't know. So what I've got here is what's going to be the place where the collar and the head goes. So like, you know, this is the edge of the collar. This is the other edge of the collar. This is going to be like where there's like buttons and stuff and like button holes. But yeah, this is the head hole. And it says now I should stay stitch the garment neck edge on seam line. Stay stitch garment neck edge on seam line. Seriously, I need more Oxford commas to help me with these sentences. Now the problem I've got here is, okay, I assume that means just add more stitching here to like to reinforce, I guess. My problem is, how do I do that without? I mean, what's the point? I'm not stitching anything to anything. Okay, I'm just gonna skip that stage because I feel like it's already stitched. There's stitches. I'm literally just stitching it to itself. What's a stay stitch? Alright, screw that noise. It's time to bring the collars back into play. That was the thing where we stuck this that's completely failed to adhere to it, but it was kind of supposed to be there, but it's just not. It's just gently resting on top. But we've just got this material that in no way has adhered. So, I don't know. The material failed, the iron failed, I failed. Pick your choice. So okay. Pin upper collar and under collar together, right side to right side. Oh, right side to right side. Well, that's got to be the right side, because you don't want this mess exposed. So right side to right side. Okay, now that I can do. Okay, I'm picking up the lingo here, though. Hang on, which way round? Oh, no, careful. Don't. Okay, which way round's the... Is that the bobble? I've cut these out so badly, I don't know which way's which way, but I think that's a matching pair. Also, why would you want the ugly side on the outside? I'm wise to you. Okay, so here's the nonsense that's about to be introduced to me. They're about to tell me to sew this with the ugly side out, and then, once I've done that, then what we do is we press a seam open and turn the collar right side out. So you want me to sew it deliberately backwards and then reverse it down the line. So, okay, you know what? We'll give it a go. We'll give it a flipping go. So I think this is the top. Okay, get the actual shirt bit of the shirt out the way. It's time to do some more sewing. So what I've got to do is sew every line with the exception of this wibbly one at the top. Okay, I've got to sew 3 of the ways round. So we just want to, and I want to also not sew. Wait, am I supposed to be sewing or not sewing this material in the middle? I don't know. You know, it's very badly attached right now, so I might just sew it anyway. Oh, hang on, you're supposed to be down. Sorry. Okay, gentle. Oh, uh-oh. John, that's backwards. John, that's just it's fine. It's under. Uh-oh. What? Uh-oh. Oh no. Something's. Claire. Okay, I think Claire's fixed it, hopefully. And this time, I need to remember. Oh, that goes over there. That goes over there. Slow. We're gonna go straight through that, and now I need to turn it. Right, okay, go. We're gonna avoid this as far as we can. Alright, nice and slow, nice and easy. Feed in, this is the collar. Remember, we're only doing 3 sides of this, not 4. Right, now feed it that. I'm actually pulling off the completely not adhered tissue paper I've sewn into this thing for no well-explained reason right now. Okay, we're coming up on the turn. This is gonna be the tricky bit. We're just gonna tricky bit at the end. Screw it. Go. Right, and now just pull out a little bit. Stop. Clip. Okay. So we got that done 3/4 of the way round, and there's loads more spare string. Right, it's okay. Everything's fine. Okay, this is fine. So now I've got this. Now it says trim the corners. But I don't know if I want to do that. I think I'm just going to skip straight to the point where we turn it inside out. So if I don't like the result, I can just turn it straight back again. So now I take this and I turn it inside out. And that creates a not in any way neat seam. Okay? None of this is as it's supposed to be. So turn the collar, press, then top stitch along the... I feel like we can take this opportunity to neaten this up a little bit. There we go, much better. Let's get it in there, get in there. Turn around. We'll neaten up later. This is quite a close seam. We're sailing close to the wind now, boys. Alright, just one last... Oh, I turned it the wrong way. It's fine, actually. That's A-okay. Right, and go. Right. And with that, we have ourselves one perfect collar. Okay, we now bring back the bit of the shirt that vaguely resembles the beginning of a shirt, but now Nazi needs to have a collar. So we're kind of like, this is the point where the Zords are all coming together to form a Megazord. Though admittedly, this one's kind of like, bit of a flimsy, pointless, purely aesthetic addition that's not really adding much to the structure. Kind of like the pterodactyl in the original Megazord. Like, seriously, what was that thing doing? Was it providing extra shielding to the chest? Because I don't think so. I think it was just bloody useless. Okay, just zooming in a bit, I think this is how it's supposed to go. So, this is the yoke that makes up the shoulder. This is the head hole. So, the collar, scruffy side down, gets pinned and then sewn to this bit. And then these long, extra straggly bits on the front bits, they form a secondary bit of the collar, right? Or like they possibly interact with the collar in some way, like... Okay, I'm going to be honest, the instructions are starting to completely lose me. So at this point, I'm kind of just looking at the picture on the front of the plan, and we're working from that. And that seems reasonable to me. Because the next instruction is pin under collar, only 2 garments between shoulder seams. So I believe that means round the back, the rear 180 degrees. Oh, hang on, I've got it. I flipping got it. Okay, so... Okay, hang on. So, this thing that I made, the collar, now, it's got, this side's useless, but at the bottom, it's got this. It's got 2 bits, because there's, well, I'm not really sure which way around I want to go, but like, there's an inner bit and an outer bit, also known as the under and over collar, depending on which I want to be the out-facing one, which doesn't really make a difference. Now, that means that there is, over here, there's 2 distinct seams, fabrics. Okay, look, there's 2 little flappy bits. All right, right here. So the problem is, I should not have trimmed these because now they're really narrow. And one of these is the under collar, and one of these is the over collar. All right, and now what it means is, oh god. It's saying the under collar only. So in other words, if it's this way around, just this bit of material, but not this one, just this one, and also not the tissue paper that is sticking out. Just this one needs to be somehow attached to the rear. And both of them need to be attached to, oh god, it's tiny. How the flip am I supposed to make that work? Okay, I've got it centered, but there simply isn't enough material present to do only half of this at the rear. So we're just going to have to sew the collar to the rest of it just as is and hope. And oh, it's not even, that's not even remotely. Okay, I think if we start about there, I think that's about right-ish. We're just going to have to eyeball this, which is not ideal. This is where it's all gonna go wrong. Okay, nice, slow and steady here, really slow and steady, because this has already been stitched, which is that good or bad? I don't know. I don't know if that's good or bad or not. Okay, just go. There's the... Claire! We're back, and we're just going in. Okay, Claire has fixed this. We're just going to go in, and we're just going to a little bit more in this direction, a little bit more over here, and we're just going to put a second row of stitching. This is quite close to the wind right now, too close to the wind, arguably, but it's just going to be. Oh no, that's okay. That's got away from us a little bit. Okay, just. There we go. Oh, what's going on? I don't know what's happening here anymore. I don't know what I'm sewing. I'm sewing. I don't know what I have no idea what I'm sewing to what. I'm just sewing at this point. The shirt has taken on a life of its own. Okay, next is a bunch of instructions I don't really understand, like turn under-facing seam allowances at shoulder seams and press. So I'm just going to skip a few until we get to something I know what it means. Oh, here's interesting. So, okay, I'm almost at the end of the instructions. And it says here, make sure you have marked the top of the sleeve and any other notches on the sleeve and shirt as indicated on the pattern pieces. So, may possibly have been the case that this entire time there were marks I was supposed to add to the fabric that were on the pattern pieces. Didn't notice them. So we just, we didn't do that. So we're just going to have to work with what we've got, to be honest, yes. Hole in the side where arm goes. Next, sleeve piece. We're going to somehow turn this into a sleeve. This arm piece needs to be sewn up the back piece here, and then round the corner onto the shoulder yoke, and then round to the front. It's going to go across 3 separate pieces, and it's going to curve the whole way. And I've got to make sure it's centered. So the center of the circle, the bobbly uppy bit, goes on the shoulder. So if I've got my measurements about right, which I probably don't, then I should be starting round about here. And I'm going to be pretty generous with the seams, because then I've got space to fix it later, which I think the instructions are saying. Like, the instructions are saying, stitch at 5/8 of an inch seam allowance. So they're saying give yourself a bit of leeway to stitch along, because then you can fix it more easily later. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so calm and slow. Okay, just slow. Slow. Get ready to do the corner in a second. Alright, get ready to do the corner. Probably should have pinned this, but I didn't. Okay, and now go. Okay, prepare. Start turning it round. Start turning it. Make it around the corner. Make it around the corner. There we go. More around the corner. Actually, more around the corner. Now start turning. It's all starting to bunch up a little bit here. Actually, get around the corner. Okay, hang on. This is stop. Stop and don't panic. And now make. Why is this all over here? I don't know, but this is this right? I really hope this is right. Right, just more around over here. This is fine. Okay, and then we're just going to have to make it around the corner in a second. This is fine. And now just make it around the make it around the corner. There we go. Plenty of look. No, more. Right, through. I know that's a bit close to the edge, and I really hope this is roughly how it's supposed to be going, because we are through. Okay, well, whatever just happened, it's happened now. It's a thing. It's been sewn. It's forever, unless I unpick, which is a thing I've heard on the sewing bee, but I don't know what it is. Okay, so I may have got a bit sewing happy, which is I meant to sew the sleeve onto the side of the shirt, which is fine, but I've kind of just it kind of just kept going, and now it's more of a really sure how we're gonna close the shirt in many ways. I feel like this is probably fine. Oh, okay, bigger problems on the other side though. So somehow at some point I've sewn the back to a bit of the arm. Quite a lot of the arm actually. There's a whole line of sewing that's not supposed to be there, and meanwhile in the actual arm there's a giant hole. Okay, hang on. How on earth are we going to take this apart? By tearing it. Okay, good. Yes, we can just tear it apart. Good. Okay, problem solved. Good. Thankfully, saved by my own incredibly shoddy stitching. It is, by the way, now 8:20 in the evening. Started this morning. Still a lot of problems emerging. Actually, a lot of issues. I've got to the stage where I'm just sort of, if I see anything ugly like this, I'm just sort of stitching it together. I'm just like finding anything that can fold over the top and stitching, which is probably bad. But this is why we went for the big extra size. Because if I need to, borrow a bit of material to, put an extra seam or hem or whatever, I can do that. So we're just bringing it all together at this point. This is the front and the back piece of one side. So I'm just going to run them into each other and create the sort of, big, interesting, sexy thing that, in theory, a human could, put on and wear and whatever. This is all getting, this is getting real fast. Like the arms, for example. Are they supposed to be, closed and arms right now? I don't know. Possibly, possibly not. But we're going to do it anyway. Okay, so as you can see, it's basically perfect, but I brought Claire in for the finale because we need, like, a nice little final touch to make it perfect. And that is buttons, because it's like, shirt, right now it sort of hangs open. But I don't have to do them with a machine. So we're going to do them by hand. So Claire's going to teach me how to hand sew. And we're going to put some buttons, and then I'm just going to, like, cut a hole. Like, if it gets too frustrating, just one button. One button will be fine. One big one right in the center. It's going to be great. Right. How do we sew? And what's a needle? And do we have one of them?
We have a whole pack of them.
We have a whole pack of them. Great. Possibly over there. I'm not sure.
So you need to thread the needle first.
Okay. This is fine. Actually, this is idiomatically quite difficult, isn't it? Sort of got it. When I fail at this a few times, comically, you're going to be ready to sweep in and do this immediately.
Yeah, probably.
Really? Interesting. Okay.
No, of course not. My eyesight is terrible. But I do have a gadget to do it.
What? You absolute... I hate you. I want a divorce.
Right, then you decide where you want your button to be.
Okay, we'll put one right in the middle in case I decide I can't be asked to do more than one. So it's gonna be right in the middle. It's gonna be right in the middle over here.
Okay,
yeah.
So then you put your needle through the fabric from the back of the fabric where it's going to be hidden.
Okay, from the back of the fabric, yeah.
And then you pull it through one of the holes in the button.
Putting a hole in the button, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I see where this is going, because there's 4 holes in this button. It's like a flipping boss fight, but incredibly boring. Oh, I'm ready. Put me in, coach. I'm ready to be a seamstress.
Or indeed a sailor mending sails.
What?
Well...
I feel like this would take if there was a massive hole in the sail, I feel like this would take a long time to sort out via this method. I feel like you'd need a sewing machine.
I don't mean like a hole in the sail, I mean making the sail.
I feel like that would take even...
Ow!
Number 4. I feel like that would take even longer. I feel like you definitely want a sewing machine to make a sail.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they wish that they had a sewing machine to make a sail.
Oh yeah, that's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. Now we just cut a hole in this side for a button. Easy. Which I assume is how that's done. And that's 2 big holes, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
It's okay. We'll just cut a smaller hole next to it.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
That's not how that works.
It is how that works. Okay, so now we've got... Now that is going to... Perfect! It's done!
Textbook.
That's it. Okay, I'm not doing more than that one button. One button's going to have to do. Claire, bring me the mannequin! Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes some very lucky people on fortuitous days are privileged enough to witness the dawn of a new era in fashion. And today, you are some of those people. Presenting the men's shirt 2.0. New and oh god. Oh no. Okay, so some things, we're going to admit, some things went a bit wrong here. There are definitely concerns about the top right shoulder. Some stuff has gone wrong here. But no, this is an extra pocket. That's an extra pocket right there. It's really good. The arm, there's just straight up a hole in that, so that's useful. That's it's very hot at the moment, summer in Britain, so that's good cooling. The edges have a very authentic worn quality, like how some people buy jeans with holes in them. It's like that, but like on every single edge, like all of them. Actually, you've got this lovely, really sexy plunging neckline, which is great. These really fashionable, massive things. I don't really know what they're for, but like I never figured it out, so they're just there, so that's fine. The other shoulder is not as bad. Like it's kind of got there's kind of power shoulders going on here. There is additionally only one button. And it's got a choice of buttonholes. The collar's probably the best bit because we kind of sort of followed the instructions for the collar. So the collar's, it's there, it works as a collar does. It stands, or you can put it down. And so, ladies and gentlemen, if the question today was, is John any better in the sewing room than he is in the kitchen? The answer turns out to be somehow worse. This is like the tabby cake all over again. I knew this was going to be bad, but I didn't know it was going to be this bad. This has taken me by surprise. This was harder than I expected it to be. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That there is the Many a True Nerd 8th anniversary special. Thank you so much for suffering through this. And thank you so much for hanging around, some of you potentially for as long as 8 bloody years. So maybe next year we'll be back in the kitchen proper. That'd be nice. Maybe my barbecue plan will actually work out next year. That'd be bloody great. So hopefully you're all still around for that. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. And this has been the Many a True Nerd 8th anniversary special. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Claire, show off what the butter packaging does. That's amazing!
25, 50, 100, and then 110
If you need to buy the butter, you just fold the packaging onto the butter and that's amazing! That's such a good idea!
See,
How
John
long
is
has butter been doing this?
forever.